geeks, welcome to another video. So today we will be discussing about a topic called as facts, and we will learn how to read the results and solve this problem that was asked in CSIR net in the year 2012. So if you want to know how to solve this, stay tuned till the end of the video. So firstly, we need to understand the concept that is at play right here. So in this is our lipid bilayer. Our bilayer consists of an inner leaflet and an outer leaflet. Now in normal cells, phosphatidylserine, that is a lipid, is present only on the inner leaflet. But when a cell is marked for death by apoptosis, this phosphatidylserine gets flipped up to the outer membrane leaflet. Now this is a sign that the cell is undergoing apoptosis. So we can use this to detect apoptotic cell. Now, since this phosphatidylserine is negatively charged, a dye called as annexin V is used. This is a calcium phospholipid binding dye that will bind to this phosphatidylserine. Now, this annexin V in turn is bound by a fluorophore called as FITC. FITC helps with the detection of annexin V phosphatidylserine complex. But the problem is that not only apoptotic cells have phosphatidylserine on their outer leaflet, even cells that die by necrosis have the same. Or even if you treat a cell with a detergent, the phosphatidylserine is flipped up. So how to distinguish between those cells? How can we specifically search for apoptotic cells? Now for that, another dye is used called as propydium iodide. It is a cationic dye and it is only taken up by those cells whose membrane has been disrupted. That is, it is not taken up by the live cells. So this dye will only be able to stain those cells that are marked for death. So live cells will not take up the stain. Necrotic cells will take up this propydium iodide. But for apoptotic cells, only those cells that are in the later phases of apoptosis will take up this stain. No early apoptotic cells would take up this stain. So propydium iodide does not stain live cells. It does stain necrotic cells, and it will stain only cells that are in the late apoptosis. Now, this is how a typical facts representation looks like, wherein each of this red dot marks one cell. So, one dot equal to one cell, and these is how the results are represented. Now, let us see how to read these results. So, as we seen in the picture, there were four boxes like this, and this was the marking that was given. Now, how to understand what is meant by this? So, at the lower end, we have annexin V, and here in the upper end, we have PI. Correct? Now, first of all, let's see what is there in annexin V and what is there for PI. To understand the marking, consider a number scale. In the number scale, you have 0 at the center. When you go to the left, it is negative, and when you go to the right, it is positive. Similarly, consider this line as your 0. So when you go to the left, this will be negative and this will be positive. But what negative am I talking about? These cells in this box will be annexin V negative. That is, they don't stain with annexin. Similar for propydium iodide. If this is your 0, the bottom is negative and the top part is positive. Now let us read both simultaneously, annexin V and FITC. Now how to read this simultaneously? Look at the first block right here. In the first block, let us see what is there for A and P. So for A, it is annexin V negative. So let us mark that for A, it is annexin V negative. For P, I also it is negative. So these cells neither stain with annexin V nor PI. That means they are not even apoptotic cells, not necrotic cells. So what are these? These are our live cells. So live cells will appear in our first box. Live cells. Let's go on to the next one. In the next box, what is the possibility? We have annexin V that is positive, but PI is negative. So annexin V negative and PI is, sorry, annexin V is positive and pi is negative. Now which cell shows this? Since it is positive annexin V, that means it is apoptotic. But since it's not taking up propydian iodide, that means it's a early apoptotic cell. Let's look for the above block diagram here. In this case, the annexin V is positive and also the pi is positive. So it is annexin V positive, that means apoptotic. It's even taking up propydium iodide, that means it is a cell which is in the late apoptosis. Finally, the last block, in this you have your annexin V negative and your pi positive. Since it is annexin V negative, that means it's not an apoptotic cell. And since it's pi positive, that means it is a necrotic cell. So this is how we can identify what kind of cells are present in each box by seeing what is the label at the bottom and what is the label right here to the left. Let us try and solve this question now with the knowledge that we have gained. Now, the main question starts from here, where they are telling us that annexin V propydium iodide is used to stain the nucleus, which generally identifies necrotic and late apoptotic cell. In which area of the plot will you get early apoptotic cells? Now, this is what we actually have to find. Now here, same logic. FITC, anything that is here is negative for FITC, anything that is here is positive for FITC. FITC is nothing but annexin V conjugated. So here negative means the cell is not apoptotic, positive means apoptotic. PI, this is PI negative. This one will be PI positive. Okay. Now we need an apoptotic cell. Now, when both of these are negative, negative, that means this is a live cell. So this is not our option. When FITC is negative, that is in this quadrant, it is again not apoptotic cell at all because it's not taking up your annexin V. So either it is third quadrant or it is fourth quadrant. Now in the third quadrant, we have both annexin, in the third and fourth quadrant, both annexin V is positive. Let us see for pi. Now here in the third quadrant, pi is negative, whereas here pi is positive. Now we know that propydium iodide is taken only in the late stages. So if the cell is positive for both, that means this is a late apoptotic cell, but they have asked us early. So I guess we found out our answer. Our answer is the quadrant 3. So in the quadrant 3, we would have the early apoptotic cells. There is a similar question that was asked in December 2014. Pause the video, try to solve it. It's the same logic as you can see FITC and PE. I think you will be able to solve this. If you get this right, please comment down below and let me know the answer. And if you still can't understand or you want to verify whether your answer is right and you want to know how to solve these sums that are again related to facts, please subscribe to my channel and click the I button right on top, or you can even search in the description. I'll have the video link down below. Do not forget to subscribe again and do not leave this topic because these all sums have come in the part C. So if you get it right, you will add a lot of marks. Share it with your friends and do watch our videos.